Hello, and welcome to this lecture on what's time management in this course on excellence in time management. So, the purpose of this section is to help you start with learning what is time management, clearly define that to gain excellence in time management, to do even better in life. I'm sure you're doing well and you can even do better. So what do we do in this lecture? So in this lecture, we're going to talk about what does exactly time management mean. We have all of us have some idea of time management, right? But let us define formally what is time management. So what do you think is time management? Any thoughts? Right. So there is a formal definition of time management I have for you in front of you. So it is a set of few things like principles, practices, skills, tools and system that work together to help you get more value out of your time. So it's few five things that work together, and the end benefit is that you get more value out of the time with the aim to improving quality of your life. While the what you see on the screen talks about quality of your project, but it actually is quality of your life. So it's something, it's a few things that work together for you to help you get more value out of your time with an idea of improving the quality of your life. Right? Does that make sense to you? Great. So let's visually see this. How does this whole thing come together? So there are five things that at the at the bottom left, that is principles, practices, skills, tools, and system. Five things, and they work together as you see, and then they get the value out of your time, improve the value of your time. How do you get more value out of the time you have? And that improves the quality of your life. So that's the whole idea. So principally, operating with these five principles, working together, you get to have a better quality of your life. So what are these principles like? Let's look at each of these. And so it's like these principles could be like planning, prioritizing. Do you plan your time? Do you prioritize what you do? How can you prioritize what you do? Then you need to prioritize it. You need to control your time. You need to spend time where you need to spend time, where you don't need to spend time. You need to think of efficiency in whatever you're doing. How can you do the maximum work in minimum time? You need to remember principles like reminders and alerts that can tell you what to do when. So if you operate out of these principles, you start getting a hold of your time management, right? So these are the principles that we're talking about. What are the kind of practices that you could possibly look at? One is obviously one of the practices to decide based on the importance of the task at hand and urgency, what to do with that task. So there are tasks that you need to say that you need to start practicing on doing quickly. Then these are urgent and important tasks that you need to do right away, and that's you need to get into practice. Then there are tasks that are important for you but not urgent, and these are the tasks that you need to decide. You need to decide which is when to do them. You need to do them because they are important, but they're not urgent. So you need to schedule them, and that's the practice that you need to get into. Then another important practice is to delegate. Now there are tasks that are urgent, but they're not important. And what would be great is to look at if you can delegate to someone down who can then do it efficiently and release the time for you. So that's one of the practice that can give you good amount of time management, can improve your time management. And the last one is delete. Where are the things that you either neither important nor delete? So why even worry about them? So just delete from your system and don't worry about it till the time. If they are important, they will come back again. If they're urgent, they will come back again. Then there are things that set of skills that you need to master time management. These are like goal setting. How do you set goals? How do you make decision making? And that's a very important skill. If you make a right decision, so you will in a manner that you can make decisions in two manners. You can make a decision that apparently is right, and that goes on to solve the problem, and the problem doesn't come again. Now you can take a decision that doesn't solve the problem or creates further problem. So how do you take a decision? And that important decision making skill makes saves your time or self-awareness. How much aware are you? That again, improves your awareness of your that skill of that improves your time management. How do you stay focused? Like not doing too many things at the same time. Stay focused on one or few things. Planning, doing when to do what. Prioritization is an important skill. Do you prioritize? How do you organize work around? How do you communicate well? How do you manage your stress? So these are the skills that you need to master along with patience to start mastering time management. Then there are tools, and some of them come in the form of apps or the tools available on the web like Dropbox, Clockify, etc., that you see. And these tools can help you do things more efficiently and effectively. And the whole email system has been, I remember for many, many years back when the email started. Before that, we used to like write down the memos, post it, and they used to take so much more time. And even if you had to make presentation, you would spend maybe a day or two in terms of making presentation. And with the web technologies like this, what you see here, you are now able to do much faster and make better use of your time and better quality of life, right? And lastly, there are things called systems. So you have many ways of doing things, interrelated. What are systems? Systems are interrelated ways of doing things. So there is, let's say, if you're looking at planning, you could do a paper planning. Now in this paper planning, there are certain advantages and certain disadvantages. Uh, you're not required to learn the technology. Without the technology, you can do paper planning. Then there are Google calendars or online calendars that can help you plan. They have their own advantages and disadvantages, which you can read through. And then there are time management tools. There are time management systems like Microsoft To Do, which can help you manage your time beautifully. So you can use these systems, principles, methodologies to plan better. So having looked at what is time management, what do we do next? So in the next module, we will look at what's one fundamental question: why manage time? Why not let the time be unmanaged? And that's what we will address in the next lecture. So thank you so much for watching this lecture on what is time management. I hope you're beginning to enjoy, beginning to learn something new, and I look forward to see you again in the next lecture.